Health aid. I heard a baby in the background.
Yes, I have a 2-year-old.
A 2-year-old. Why you not with the dad?
I don't think he was really in a responsible mindset to be a dad. He gave me all the false hopes, like, he was going to be there, supportive, but as soon as he saw the ultrasound, I don't know, he just left, and I haven't heard from him since.
Oh no! So you guys don't co-parent well?
No, we don't talk at all.
You don't talk?
I don't know if he's dead or alive. He blocked me on everything. I don't know.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got Kendra G, and we got a sister, man. She wants her next man to be a father figure to her son, right? But before we get into that, man, do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe. So we got a blind reaction here, man. The title of this video is, she wants a man that could be a father figure to her son. His father left while she was pregnant. So it's like, dang, sis, she done dealt with a pookie. You're dealing with a pookie here. Right? But there's always two sides to one story. Maybe this brother was like, man, this chick got issues, she got problems, don't want to deal with it, right? Because a lot of times, a lot of women drive men away from wanting to be fathers to that child. Now, am I excusing the guy leaving and running away? No, right? But, understand, man, that a lot of guys who do leave their children, they're not leaving their children, man, because they despise the child or whatever. A lot of times it's the baby mother. But let's jump into this video.
Hello?
Hi, Kendra.
Hi, baby. I can't see your face.
Sorry.
Hold on. Someone said don't judge.
Before we even get into it, she's already looking like one of those sisters, man, that's spiritual. One of those spiritual sisters. You know what I'm saying? Those chicks, man, that probably got that pattern rug on their wall. I'm telling you, it's already looking a certain way, right? And I know somebody gonna be like, man, bro, you're stereotyping, you're judging already. Yes, I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, I feel like she's going to give off one of those, in a sense, delusional vibes. But let's continue.
Book by its cover. Actually, you should judge a book by its cover. You're only wrong some of the times. Most of the time, if you judge a book by the cover, you're probably going to be right. And there's rare occasions when you're wrong, but those are rare. Most of the time, the book of the cover is the book of the cover. Imagine having a Holy Bible and thinking it's a Bible, and then you open it up and seeing nothing but new pictures. Now,
I'm struggling to even hear Kendra G. I mean, we're starting off bad already. And people got to understand, man, like, once again, part of a stereotype, right? The single mother looking for a man, right? And you hear a baby in the background crying. Like, do you really think a man wants to be dealing with all that, having to hear all of that? Women don't understand, man, that shows, man, that you really don't have any control. It looks bad, right? And let's just take the controlling part out of it. It looks bad. It looks stereotypical. A black woman who has a child who's trying to communicate and talk to somebody else, and the child is just all over the place, crying and doing whatever. And the mother is doing what? Doing what a lot of single mothers might do. Keep the child over here, push the child over here, cutting the person off while you're cutting the person off that they're talking to attend to the child. And it's like, it looks bad. It has a bad look. Like, let's just be real.
Who should be wrong? Should it be you for thinking that the Holy Bible, the cover of the book, had all the word in it, and instead you got new pictures? Or should you be mad at yourself for not expecting the Holy Bible to be the Holy Bible? So no, I think you should judge books by covers. And if you judge it wrong, then in that instance you were wrong. But majority of the time you're going to be right. What's your name, honey?
My name is Nisa. I'm sorry.
Where you calling me from?
I'm from Ohio.
Ohio.
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a home health aide.
Home health aide. I heard a baby in the background.
Yes, I have a 2-year-old.
A 2-year-old. Why you not with the dad?
I don't think he was really in a responsible mindset to be a dad. He gave me all the false hopes, like, he was going to be there, supportive, but as soon as he saw the ultrasound, he just, I don't know, he just left. And I haven't heard from him since.
Oh no.
No. It's not just, it's not that easy. There's just no way it's just that easy where he just, oh, well, you know what, hey, I want to be in the kid's life. I want to do this. I want to do that. Not saying that it doesn't happen, but to sit over here and say, well, you know what, hey, yeah, he saw the ultrasound and then he just upped and left. Come on, man. Like, there's more to that. And a lot of women do, listen, a lot of women do this. A lot of women do this, right? We just had somebody, you had a lady on Sister Daphne's show or her YouTube channel, Celebrity. For y'all that don't know, we do some videos, we do some of her videos, text receipts. But she brought on one of the mothers, right? And she was crying and complaining that she had to take care of her daughter for like 18, 19 years, and the father was never around. She was able to get the daughter on the phone, and the daughter was sitting over here and agreeing with her, and yeah, you know, pretty much making the father seem as if he was never in the life, or he didn't even try to be in the daughter's life, right? But then Sister Daphne went ahead and got him on the phone, right? I believe it's probably like a few days later. He told his side of the story. There's always two sides to a story. As I said earlier, there's always two sides to one story. So, you know, she's sitting over here saying all of this. More than likely, she's probably the reason he left. Like I said, so let's continue.
Mostly, you guys don't co-parent well?
No, we don't talk at all.
You don't talk?
I don't know if he's dead or alive. He blocked me on everything. I don't know.
You know if he's dead or alive?
I don't, honestly.
And he blocked you on everything? He doesn't have any family?
He does. I had recent contact with his dad, but his dad said he hasn't heard from him either, so I don't know.
Oh, wow.
His dad's been helping, like, he has like a little child support card that he set up on his own for Legend, but I don't really want to accept that from him. I want to accept it from his dad. That's not his responsibility, so. But still, he does what he does.
You name your son Legend. I tell you, boy, man, a lot of sisters, man, name their sons some of the craziest names, right? They'll sit over here, call a black man Dusty from head to toe. She seems like she's one of those black women that might call you Dusty, right? A lot of sisters call black men Dusty, broke, gay, this, that, say black man ain't ish. Been hearing this for the longest. Black man this, black man that. And then they turn around and have a son and call that little a king, call that little a legend. I'm like, no, your son is just as bad as the rest of us out here. Your son ain't shit just like us. So you like, stop it, right? Stop it, right? Because funny thing is, it's the same woman that sit over here and create the same men they bitch and cry and complain about, right? Oh, these men dusty, this, that, this, and that, but they then end up raising that same man. Right? A lot of your black women turn around always constantly, well, black men this, black men that, black men are bad for the community, black men shoot up the community, destroy the community, this and that. Black men always in jail, black men be killing each other. But it's like, who's raising those black men? Black women. So what does that say about sisters? What does that say about black women? Right? When you sit over here, for the black women who sit over here and down black men, call black men dusty and gay and all this, you know you play a role in that. You know you played a role in the destruction of the society. So don't sit over here and try to just pass off issues all onto the men. It does not work that way, right? It does not work that way. And your son, once again, your son ain't shit, just like the rest of us.
As far as checking in on Legend, checking on me and my mental state, so. But
this is the grandfather.
Yeah, this is grandfather.
Okay. So say your name for me again.
It's Nisa.
Nisa.
Yeah.
So Nisa, Ohio, home health aide,
Yeah.
2-year-old. What's your birthday?
It's
Or wait, what's the zodiac? What's your zodiac sign?
Virgo.
How old are you?
I will be 24 in August.
24. You're young.
Yeah.
So what kind of man you looking for? Some people are saying you're too young. Well, they're saying that your baby's young. You should focus on your.
Look at what we are seeing more of. More and more and more and more and more and more and more of black women being single mothers at a young age. Between the ages of 18 through 32, 33. Single mothers. And I get it. Sometimes accidents happen, but I don't think these are accidents that are happening. I think I take that back. I know it's a bunch of sisters picking wrong men, picking men that ain't shit. picking men that you even that you're trying to change. Well, you know what? Hey, well, you know, he a hood dude. You know, he's making a lot of money, dope dealing right now, so I can deal with that. Oh, well, you know what? He beats up on women. I can deal with that. I can change him. Oh, well, you know what? He sleeps around with a bunch of women. I can change him. Stop it, right? Just stop it. Understand, man, that you gotta pick better men. You gotta pick better men. That's all it boils down to. Seriously.
Your baby right now. Some of the cousins are saying that.
I am young. I don't take that from myself, but I know that I've been in a place where I've had to heal myself, and in order for me to be the best for Legend, it's not natural to raise a child by yourself. I understand that. So I guess I'm not asking for a man to help me take care of my son, but just be like a role model for him, because I can't model what men should do, how a man should be, how a man should speak. I can't do that as a woman. So I guess for me,
I can respect that. I can respect that. My only question is, right, it's easier said than done. The biggest question is, will you allow him to be that actual father that he needs to be? Right? That's my biggest thing on this channel, right? With being stepfathers, right? When you're a stepfather, you're not going to be the father that you can truly be, because you have far too many roadblocks. You have far too many roadblocks. You don't know what that baby daddy's capable of, right? And for the women that sit up here and say, well, she's saying that the baby daddy's not in the baby daddy isn't in the kid's life. How many times do we hear fathers trying to jump back into their child's life after a few years? Some of them making a change even when that child is little and saying, you know what, okay, I do want to step up. He don't care if you moved on or not. He's already gonna have that bond with that kid off rip, because it's his blood. It's his own son. It's his own child. So he's automatically gonna be tied to that child. So as a man, once again, he comes out of nowhere. You gotta deal with that. You gotta sit over here and say, well, you know what, hey man, listen, he's under my household, right? You know, and listen, I'm not still here trying to, take control, but he's not going to disrespect me in my household. He's not going to be telling me what to do in my household, right? You're going to have to respect that, and I got to be able to whip this child. The chances are the mother might not be down with that. The chances are the father might not be down with that. So you got two people you got to deal with in order to discipline a child in your own household. That's why you got to think about it. But like I said, I respect this. At least she understands, right? At least she understands. But my biggest question with her now is, will you allow him to be the father that he needs to be? Right? You're saying that you understand that, hey, well, he needs a father figure. My child needs a father figure, right? You understand that, right? Number one, if you understood that, you wouldn't be dealing with it. You wouldn't have had a kid with a guy like that. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Let's just say you do find a guy that says, hey, I'm willing to be a father figure to your child. I'm willing to, play stepdaddy or whatever. Fine. But will you allow him to be the father that he needs to be? And this child is 2 years old. So like with that child being that young, he still has time to jump in the child's life and lead him as if it's his own son. But as the woman, as the mother, you have to allow him to do that, right? You have to allow him to do that. That's why he's there, right? That's why he's there. And see, the thing was, right, you even have Kevin Samuels, and I know I'm kind of going off topic a little bit, but you have Kevin Samuels, man, who was big on, man, listen, if you have a guy who's sitting over here saying, let me be a stepfather, let me play stepdaddy to this child, as a woman, you need to be sitting over here as soon as he come home, hey, master, let me go ahead and take your shoes off. You don't have to say master, but most definitely take his shoes off, rub his feet, make sure he has some food, this, that. Treat him like a king. Right, because he's really risking a lot just to be with you, right? So that's my only biggest thing, man. Will she allow him to be the father that he needs to be?
I would want a man that is honoring himself and walking in the righteousness of God. That's really what I'm looking for. So I can't do it by myself.
She can't do it by herself. She's being honest. So what's some deal breakers?
I would have to say, I can deal with anything with just having understanding that I deal with people. I can deal with almost anything. I just cannot deal with people who are abusive. If you take your past traumas and abuse other people because of it, that is a deal breaker. I can't do that. And also, like preying on younger children, like not younger children, but just you know, kind of the pedophilia thing mindset, I can't do that. I can't.
You've been here before? They keep telling me you've been here before.
No, I haven't.
Okay. Does he have to look a certain way?
I love my chocolate man, you know, I can't, I can't, yeah, I would prefer him to be chocolate. I will say I'm into older men, so I guess I would prefer you to be older, have a little poise about yourself. I don't like the sagging. I don't like, you know, I just like men that are like well put. My hair is all over the place, so please don't come for me like you can't even comb your hair. But you know,
I think your hair looks pretty. It looks natural.
Thank
you.
Natural
hair?
It is, yes.
Nice.
Thank you.
Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Just enough to take care of himself. I take care of myself, so I don't want to have to take care of nobody else's son. Okay.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. Excuse me, Legend. I know. Say hi. Say hi, Kendra.
Say hi. Hi.
Okay. Look at this. Sorry, I have a crack in my screen, so don't judge me, but excuse me.
Hello? Okay. Yeah. Listen, you look great, especially for a 2-year-old mom.
Oh, yes, thank you. And I used to be bigger, too. I was like 190 before I had Legend. I'm like 140 now.
Okay. You do have a young son. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. So I was going to ask you this question, but this is something that you want a guy that accepts your son. So you don't want no man that would be turned off by you being a mom to a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have to answer, but when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
It's been about 3 months, honestly.
3 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what are 3 flaws you think you have to work on?
Consistency. Sometimes I get like cold feet a lot of times. So if I feel like the energy is off, I'll become inconsistent. So that's one of the things I have to work on. Also, sometimes I become too invested in somebody that I like. So I spend a lot of the time, you know, I guess possessing a man than accepting a man for where he's at. So I guess you could say I miss the red flags a lot. And also, I have a know-it-all type of mindset. So that can hinder a lot of my relationships by not listening and being a student sometimes. So,
okay.
Legend.
Get your kids. All right. So, sweetheart, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I feel like I'm
gonna pause that right there. Now, she was talking about, you know, the P word of the guys who look upon the young ones. Let's just put it that way. I'm talking about young ones, right? I don't know where that came from. I'm thinking she's hinting at talking about guys who may like younger women. This is what I'm getting out of it, right? She's saying she doesn't like, you know, guys who, I guess, in my opinion, who fantasize dating younger women. So, for example, like a 35-year-old dating an 18-year-old, I think that's what she would be like, yeah, that's kind of crossing the lines. But at the same time, if that is the case, if that's what she's pointing at, sis, you said that you like older men. You like dating older men. Wouldn't that be the same? I mean, I understand. She says she's about to turn 24, right? She's about to turn 24, which means she's 23. So, right, you had your kid at 20 something. I mean, like, sis, what are you doing? Right? But, you know, overall, man, she seems very realistic. You know, I was very wrong. I was wrong. I was very, 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 very wrong about this lady. You know, you can tell she's still kind of immature a little bit. You know, I'm young too. We all got some room to grow. But, you know, for me, it seems like she's very realistic with herself, right? She's very realistic. She's saying, man, you know, I take care of myself, you know, just as long as he can take care of himself, you know. And like I said, that falls in hand with guys making average money. Your average man makes 40 to 50K a year, right? Then your woman, like she said, I can take care of myself. So you bring that together, but you can't beat that. You bring that together, you cannot beat that. Like I said, man, if he's making 50K a year, you making 50K a year, y'all bringing in 100K, right? Budget right, you know, shoot, get a crib together. You can, easy life, easy lifestyle, you know, but sadly we don't live in that type of time where a lot of women think that way, you know, but she seems like and maybe life humbled her, right? Maybe life humbled her, but you know, from what I'm gathering, she seems very humble. She's, you know, it seems like she's well put together. I like her hair too, and the fact that it's natural, that's a plus. That's a plus, boy. That's a plus. You know, she seems like she seems like she's pretty chill. And then I like how, you know, she brought out what some of her flaws. Right? She's saying she doesn't listen. She's saying sometimes she doesn't listen. Sometimes she feel like she know it all. So sometimes that hinder her relationships. Bravo. 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 As long as we can point out our flaws, man, as long as we can point them out and say this is something that we need to change, you can't beat that. Right? You can't beat that. You know, so she, you know, hey, I'm getting a little bit of respect for her. But to me though, my only thing is I feel like she's so attached to that child that, you know, I understand no woman is going to just allow, you know, some man that she just met or whatever, or if they move in or whatever, to just automatically come in, you know, disciplining the child. I understand you got to work your way in it. She did say that she overlooked red flags, right? Now that's one thing I can't say. That's what a lot of your women are going to fall victim to. That's what a lot of your black women. That's definitely at the ages between 18 and 25. Hell, I take that back. 29. They're always going to overlook. They're always going to overlook the red flags. Always. I went to an HBCU. I'm telling you firsthand. But you know, man. Hey, that's an ideal single mother, right? Being a single mother is not fun, right? There's going to be a lot that goes into it, right? But you know, and being a stepfather is not going to be fun because there's a whole lot that goes into it. You have to sacrifice 10 billion times more than the mother, right? But you know, she seems very real. She seems very realistic. You know, and I can appreciate women like that. I can really appreciate single mothers like that because she seems like she knows, right? She knows she fucked up and she's trying to correct that. She's trying to make that change and she's trying to make it easier for herself, right? She's not delusional like a lot of these other black women that you may see on Kevin Samuels who are single mothers, or on Kendra G show who are single mothers. I'm boss babe. I'm independent, right? I need a man that's gonna level up. I need a man that's gonna level up to my status. This, that. And it's like, sis, but you got a bunch of kids. Stop it, right? Stop it. And younger girls are taking that up, right? So you have this sister right here, head on straight, luscious hair. She looks cute, right? She looks cute. Outside of that, I mean, the kid over there, you know, yip yapping. But I feel like this interview kind of opened up some doors for her. I feel like there might be a guy out there that's probably looking at this and saying, I wouldn't mind, right? I wouldn't mind. You know, hey, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, everybody know how I feel about a man dating a single mother and he does not have a set of his own. He does not have kids of his own, right? But you know what? Hey, you know, y'all do me a huge favor, man. Hey, going for the 3P. But y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe.